Welcome back to Wrestle Capsule, and if this is your first time watching, welcome, glad to have you. Today we're going to be talking about some things that went down on AEW Dynamite. So let's first talk about the William Regal, Bryan Danielson, and Jon Moxley segment. I'll be the one to say it. It was weird. It was weird for several reasons. One, MJF wasn't there. Now, I get that he wasn't there because he was on a movie set working on this movie with Zac Efron, I think, like that. So he becoming a big old movie star doing his own thing. I get that. You're trying to get your shmoney, trying to get your coin up. I get that. But it was so weird because William Regal is trying to explain his actions as to why he turned on Jon Moxley at Full Gear and went to help MJF to get the AEW World Championship. So the whole time the crowd was just not trying to hear it. And it was weird when Bryan Danielson came out and Jon Moxley just ready to just freak Regal up with reason. He's feeling betrayed. He's feeling like just slighted, disrespected. Like, I get that. But Bryan Danielson trying to talk sense into Moxley, talking about how he loves Regal and he's done this and that and everyone makes mistakes and no one's like, I get that, but it was just so weird. Like, he's trying to reason with a man who is absolutely pissed off. We know Jon Moxley. He swings and thinks afterwards. Like, that's just how he is. So it felt empty. The segment, honestly, I feel like it kind of went, like, it took the excitement for me. I'll talk for me personally, okay? It's my opinion. It took the wind and took the excitement out of what happened at Full Gear for that main event. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get MJF wasn't going to be there, like, whatever. And I know that Bryan, Jon, and Regal were trying to make it work, but it was still weird to me. I feel like it was missing something. And it was so funny because people are chanting CM Punk, and I'm just like, Chicago, he is not going to show up. Y'all gotta cut it out. Y'all doing team too much at this point. And of course, they would not give the people what they wanted. They wanted, and kind of I did too, I wanted Jon Moxley to ignore Bryan Danielson and do what he wanted to do, which is freak up Regal, because it makes sense. Like, you did that to him on Full Gear. And he's coming for a receipt. He's coming for his payback. And then no, instead it's just like, run far away, walk out. I don't want to, like, I'm just like, wait, what? This is how we're ending the segment? What the freak? Now, granted, I am all for cliffhangers with matches and segments, like ones that make you want to know what happens next. Honestly, this didn't. Like, I'm looking forward to MJF coming back and kind of saving the whole situation. And like I said, the three men, they tried with this, but it lacked luster for me. Something else I want to talk to you guys about was the All-Atlantic Championship match between champion Orange Cassidy versus Jake Hager. Now, maybe I've been living under a rock for too long, but I feel like it's been so long since I've seen Jake Hager have a solo match on Dynamite and come out with his entrance music, like his actual entrance music. And I was just like, oh shoot, I forgot. Like, it's bad when you forget a person's entrance music. It's been so long since they've been a solo competitor. Finally, he gets an opportunity to go against Orange Cassidy for the All-Atlantic Championship. And the majority of the match was during the commercial break, picture-in-picture. So I couldn't even fully enjoy the match for what it was, which is lame. Like, granted, I know AEW, Tony Khan, they gotta pay bills. But after the match was way more interesting than the match itself. Malakai Black is back. I'm very happy about that. Honestly, I felt like he needed to come back, and I know he took some time away for his mental health to get himself together and all that. But House of Black was suffering. I'll say it. Like, you could try to have a stable without the leader, but I mean, it's only going to go so far. So it's great to have him come back. And House of Black was just freaking up the best friends and freaking up the factory. So that was pretty dope. I would love to see Malakai Black with some gold. It's been far too long. This man needs some gold. Granted, I would rather him go after the TNT championship, but I don't know if that's going to man, I honestly wouldn't mind him going against Orange Cassidy for the All-Atlantic Championship. And guys, if you're liking what you're seeing thus far in this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Now, I will say this whole best of 7 series for the Trios World Championships between Death Triangle versus the Elite, when that was announced, I was like, oh gosh, like, how long is this gonna go on before I start getting bored of this, seeing these guys go at it again and again and again. But man, yesterday that match was pretty dope. Round 2, match 2 was pretty dope. And I feel like the Chicago fans were eating that junk up. I heard so many chants. There was so much crowd participation, it wasn't even funny. I heard CM Punk chants. I heard F the Elite. I heard FCM Punk. I heard everything under the sun. These two teams do so well together. They complement each other so much. It was so genius for the Elite to capitalize on the opportunity of just freaking up one person. Like, they were freaking up Pac. Like, most of the time, whenever Pac was in the ring, the Elite would just take turns freaking Pac up and making sure that he couldn't tag in one of the Lucha Bros. It was just so funny when Kenny Omega did the CM Punk like GTS. Chicago wasn't ready for that. Chicago was not ready for that. And I know for a fact that the Elite was doing this on purpose. They're egging this on. This match was so live, and honestly, I'm really glad that Death Triangle won. Also, Tony knew if the Elite won that match in Chicago, they would have rioted. Like, I have no doubt there would have been a riot. So Thunder Rosa has relinquished her AEW Women's World Championship. She ain't no champion no more. And it's so funny how Renee Paquette was talking about how, AEW management and Thunder Rosa, I'm paraphrasing right now, have come to an understanding, have come to an agreement. No, Tony was like, you taking too long, sis. We're going to strip you of this belt. It wasn't no, we come into understanding. No, Tony Khan put his foot down. And and also, I will say this, I could not see Thunder Rosa coming back with her belt to have a match with Jamie Hayter, who has her belt. For those two to have a match, no, I wasn't seeing it. Especially after this drama with Thunder Rosa, Jamie Hayter, and Britt Baker. That was not gonna happen. Thunder Rosa hiding, trying to avoid any sort of anything with those two women, and I'm just like, it's getting messy at this point. And no interim, no nothing. We done thrown that in the trash. Hopefully, Tony has learned his lesson. I doubt it. But I wonder if he's learned his lesson and will first burn interim, then throw it in the trash. I can see Britt and Jamie getting into it. I can see Britt at some point getting jealous, especially if she continues to have matches, single competitor matches where she keeps losing. And Jamie is soaring with the championship belt. She's retaining. I'm wondering when Britt's gonna get jealous and when these two are going to go at it. And then who's to say Britt Baker doesn't get the belt right back? She's already had this belt already. So I feel like this might have been the genius plan of Britt Baker. I don't know. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I feel like it was a smart decision to stop this whole interim thing for the women's championship and just be like, okay, Jamie is not interim, she's a champion. And I like the fact that they also are going to legitimize Toni Storm's reign, not as an interim, but as a champion. No interim. Let that go, because she was the reigning and defending AEW Women's World Champion. And you gotta respect it. So I'm glad that they're gonna take that off of Toni too, because that wouldn't be fair. The triple tag team match, it was a match between Britt Baker and champion Jamie Hayter versus Ty Mello and Anna JAS, TayJay, great, versus Willow Nightingale and Skye Blue. You guys already know I love Willow Nightingale, so she's my curly hair sister. It is so great to see on Dynamite get an opportunity to be on TV. But in the same breath, I'm seeing this again. Tony has got to get better with this. Even though I'm giving him props, I'm also going to give him critique because that's what I do. Once again, this is the same problem I've had with Tony for a while now. The lack of female wrestling representation on TV. Tony, you cannot just throw 6 women in a match and expect us to be pleased. Like, oh, we're getting to see 6 women in a triple tag team match. We've seen all the, like, his top women that he's trying to build up, see who can win and all this stuff like that. I get that he's trying to, like, be a lot more inclusive, but I would prefer separate matches, quite honestly, and not short matches that the majority of the time take place during commercial break, picture in picture, because I mean, how can I fully enjoy it? You know what I'm saying? How can I fully enjoy this match? I hate it. Like, I don't know when this is going to change. At one point, Willow was going for the TBS championship against Jade Cargill, and that was a singles competitor. Like, all 6 of these women that you had in this match, in this triple tag team match, are very capable of having entertaining matches. It's the same thing with the whole lumberjack match that Saraya was heading up a while back. Like, it's the same thing. Like, yes, you're able to see each one of these women. You can see their talents, but you can only see it for a short period of time. You don't give them much time. And that's the beef that I have with the women's division at AEW. Like, Tony has plenty of women who are capable of delivering on TV. And I'm just like, give them time. Like, figure it out. Some of these matches, these male wrestling matches, like, some of them we can do without. I sound like a broken record. I'm just gonna move forward with this. And in the end, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter won this. I guess this was needed because Jamie Hayter just won the championship. I get it, but you know, I don't know what Tony's doing with the women. I don't know. We'll see. So guys, let me know what you thought about Dynamite. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.